Today, I will be talking about my beautiful baby brother. So the doctor said that there were big chances that my brother wouldn't survive. It's because he had 6 heart problems. And the biggest problem was that his right ventricle was undeveloped. And that was a very rare condition. But all of the stuff that the doctor said, my brother was born and he survived. He had to stay in an intensive care for 5 weeks. And at that time, we knew that he was very blessed by God. After that, he came back home and he stayed with us for 6 weeks. And we really liked our brother and enjoyed his company that we begged our mom not to bring him back to the hospital. But sadly, he had to go because he had to do many surgeries. So he came back to the hospital and he had to do many surgeries. And after the surgeries, his condition grew worse and he stayed in the intensive care for 2 months. He couldn't breathe or eat well, only with a tube. For this reason, the doctor decided to bring my brother from the hospital of Cheo in Ottawa to the hospital Sick Kids in Toronto by a special plane. After a few days in the hospital Sick Kids, my brother's condition started to heal, and the doctors were able to help my brother. And some soldiers and hockey players came to see him. After my brother got better, the doctor sent him back to Cheo Hospital in Ottawa by a special plane. And in the hospital, my brother was getting better, even better, day by day. As much as he was getting better, the doctors even decided that my brother could come back home. So he came back home and we did a party and we were extremely happy and it was like a lifetime with him. So when we were home with my brother, we had a lot of fun together and we gave him so much love and hugs and he really liked it. The hugs were so soft and cute and fun. Sometimes my brother would get a bit tired, so he'd have to go back to the hospital and he'd stay like for 2-3 days, but then he'd come back safely. So we brought my brother some toys and he had so much fun, and we also played with him and we had so much fun with him. It was just amazing. So we only had 1 more month with our brother. We were kind of really sad because he had to go to the hospital like so many times. But the reason why he had to go to the hospital is because he had another surgery, and this time it was a very big surgery. So he came back to Toronto. After that, he was done his big surgery. And then he came back to Cheo Hospital in Ottawa by a special plane again. And after that, he had to go back to Cheo Hospital so he could continue his treatment. And he came back home. When he was home, we took extra care of him and we helped feeding him without a tube, and finally we succeeded on taking off the tube and we were literally over the moon, and we started to feed him fruits and healthy stuff, and finally he knew how to crawl, and we started to take him on adventures and he looked so happy, and that made us very happy. And finally, it was the big day. guess what? It was his first year of birthday. We were so excited, and we make sure that he eat whatever he wants, and we sing him happy birthday.